Camryn approached the gateway tree with a combination of excitement and dread. Today, she hoped to bond with a thunder dragon. But first, she had to enter the lichen network and get to Arock Falls, the nesting grounds. She had never been to Scotland and, outside of history studies, had no idea what to expect of the Caledonian forest. At least the tree network had this one mapped. Unlike the Air Terrace, where she rescued her father, this time she could travel in the 5th dimension. Dagger said it would be much easier than traveling in the 8th. Yeah, right. Like having lichen crawling all over your body and down your throat was easy. Camryn took a deep breath and backed against the gateway tree. She could see that accepting the lichen into her body was going to become a regular thing in this world. She'd just have to get used to it. Arock Falls, 5th dimension. Arock Falls, 5th dimension. The lichen pushed into her faster than before. She gasped her last breath as it filled her lungs, and her world became a field of darkness, dotted with points of light moving in all directions. She couldn't feel her body, but she felt the cold, and worse, the nausea. Then, a different tree spit her out, and she gasped as she drew in a breath of good, clean, non-lichen air. The roaring of a large waterfall assailed her ears as she uncurled from the wet lichen ball she had become. The lichen slewed off Camryn's skin and furs, retreating into the flat rock beneath her, providing some cushion for her sore body. Now too hot and heavy, the furs clung to her in waterlogged stiffness. Grumbling, she pushed herself to sit and worked to remove the sodden strips from her legs and arms. She deposited them in a pile nearby. No use laying them out. There wasn't a dry spot in sight. The tree at her back stood at a cave entrance where heavy mist covered every surface. Lichen grew on the underside of the cave and dripped water in bright green and orange rivulets. Along the ground, it mounded over rocks that peeked in and out next to a stone pathway that ventured further into the darkness. Having won the war with her stomach, Camryn stood carefully and turned in a slow circle, searching for any sign of Sela. Shielding her eyes against the sun, she watched as the sky darkened and thunder and lightning heralded the arrival of Sela and her blue dragon. Camryn scrambled beneath an outcropping at the cave's entrance. She did not want to be caught in those talons again, by accident or on purpose. The quicker she could get her own dragon, the better. Adelinda flapped her mighty wings once, twice, and slowed into a smooth glide, descending in wide, swooping circles until she reached the ground and stepped forward on 2 powerful legs.